Welcome to Vietnam, a land where time flows like the Mekong River, and every corner holds a story carved into jungle, stone, or sky. In this new chapter of Explore the Map Asia, we journey through 10 breathtaking destinations, from the emerald waters of Halong Bay to the lantern-lit alleys of Hoi An. Every day for the next 10 days, you'll discover a new slice of Vietnam. Not just places, but emotions, flavors, and echoes of ancient empires. Fasten your seatbelt. This isn't just travel, it's a cinematic adventure through the soul of Southeast Asia. Let's begin. They say if dragons existed, this is where they'd sleep. Halong Bay is no ordinary seascape. It's a mystical maze of nearly 2,000 limestone islands, rising like ancient sentinels from emerald waters. Hop on a wooden junk boat and glide between towering cliffs cloaked in mist. Watch fishermen cast their nets like poetry on water. Pause at T-Top Island. Hike to the summit for a 360-degree view that feels like stepping into a painting. And when the sun sets, the bay transforms, glowing in golds and blues as silence wraps the karsts. This isn't just scenery, it's Vietnam whispering in stone and tide. Wander into Hoi An and it feels like the clock stopped a century ago. Yellow-washed walls, wooden shophouses, paper lanterns swaying over cobbled alleys. This town is a dream dressed in silk. Cross the ancient Japanese bridge, sip strong drip coffee by the Thuban River, and get tailor-made clothes in under 24 hours. At night, thousands of lanterns flicker along the water, reflecting centuries of culture and quiet beauty. You don't just visit Hoi An, you glide through a living postcard. It's a place where tradition doesn't sleep, it glows. Welcome to Hanoi, where history honks louder than traffic. Motorbikes swarm like bees through narrow streets, but look closer and you'll find order in the chaos. Old Quarters Maze is packed with life food sizzling on sidewalks, vendors selling everything from silk to street pho. Take a moment at the Temple of Literature, a 1,000-year-old tribute to scholars and wisdom, or watch locals do Tai Chi at dawn around Hoan Kiem Lake. Hanoi is noisy, proud, alive, a capital that hums with heritage and heat. It doesn't welcome you gently, it grabs your hand and pulls you in. The train from Hanoi rumbles north where mountains breathe clouds and rice terraces carve poetry into hills. Welcome to Sapa, land of peaks, fog, and vibrant ethnic cultures. Trek through the green maze of Muong Hoa Valley, guided by locals from Hmong or Dao communities. Every step brings stories, buffalo grazing children, laughing silence echoing. At night, mist rolls in like a soft curtain and stars flicker above bamboo rooftops. Sapa isn't a destination, it's a pause, a moment to breathe with the earth. They call Ninh Binh Halong Bay on land, but it's more than a nickname. Limestone cliffs shoot up from lush rice fields like nature's cathedrals. Hop on a rowboat in Tam Kak or Trang An, where boatwomen steer with their feet through silent caves and emerald rivers. Temples hide in grottos, goats cling to cliffs, and the soundtrack is birdsong and oar splashes. Climb 500 steps to Hang Mua for a dragon's eye view of the valley, a reward for your sweat. Ninh Binh isn't just pretty, it's sacred and cinematic. In the heart of Vietnam, Hue whispers of emperors and elegance. The old imperial city, once home to the Nguyen dynasty, still stands worn but proud. Wander through ancient gates, citadels, and lotus ponds where royalty once walked. Take a dragon boat down the Perfume River to the Thien Mu Pagoda, its spire reaching toward the past. The tombs of kings lie nearby, carved into hills like forgotten palaces. Hue doesn't shout, it remembers. And when you walk its paths, you remember too. Between Hoi An and Hue lies Da Nang, a city blending beach vibes and bold architecture. But it's the Golden Bridge that steals the show. 2 giant stone hands rising from the Ba Na Hills, holding a golden walkway in the clouds. Ride the cable car, the longest in the world, up through misty jungle. At the summit, French-style gardens, Buddhist temples, and a view that humbles. Da Nang is modern, but the Golden Bridge feels ancient, like gods built it to connect sky and earth. The Mekong Delta isn't a place, it's a way of life. Here rivers are roads and homes float like boats. Wake at dawn and drift through the Kai Rang floating market, vendors balancing pineapples and promises on wooden canoes. Watch stilt houses rise from muddy banks, schools of fish glittering below, taste life, sweet mangoes, river fish, coconut candy. This is Vietnam's southern heartbeat, slower, softer, swaying with the tide. Far from the mainland, the Con Dao Islands are whispers in the sea. Once a prison colony, today they're a sanctuary, for history and for turtles. Cycle quiet roads, dive into coral reefs, and relax on untouched beaches with no crowds, no noise. Visit the Haunting Prison Museum, where walls still echo with resistance. But walk just 10 minutes and find yourself alone on white sand under jungle hills. Con Dao is where pain and peace coexist, raw, real, and rare. We end in Saigon, Vietnam's engine running at full speed. Neon lights flash over rooftop bars. Banh mi sizzles on every corner. The War Remnants Museum reminds you where the country has been, but Bitexco Tower shows where it's going. Walk Nguyen Hue Boulevard at night. Music, fountains, street dancers, all in sync. Ho Chi Minh City doesn't look back, it races ahead, and after 10 days you'll feel that pulse inside you too.